Chloe, this is Chloe's brainchild.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, life is my thing.
We're now live.
It's a thing.
Are these my spells?
So we are live?
they are spells.
Awesome.
Just spells?
What are you?
A gnome.
Fighter?
A fighter.
You don't have spells.
Okay.
Let's move those
Hello.
No.
Hi. This is the 10th hour of our first day.
Yay!
And so I will hand over very swiftly because everyone's running on sugar and squeeze and fruit. Over
sandwiches.
to Reese and a sandwich. Back to our group.
Hello everyone, my name is Reese and I will be GMing the final hour of this day. It is my job... Guys, come on. It is my job to basically guide these players through this game. Each player at the table will play an individual character and it's my job to describe the environments, control the monsters and non-player characters, and simulate randomness through dice rolls along with other player characters. Player characters, please take a moment to introduce yourself, your name, the name of your character, your class and your species.
Hi, I'm George. My character's name is Defin. He's a rogue and a halfling.
Hello, my name is Vachul. My character's name is Barakas Kholadin, and I play as a tiefling barbarian.
Hello, my name is Simon. I'm playing a gnome called Nomi Watts. And, he's a fighter. He's going to kick ass.
Hello, my name is Isla. I am playing a gnome rogue called Noggin.
Excellent.
Team Gnome.
We have our adventurers. What has previously happened is the Science Research Festival, the Spirit of the Horizon, went to go investigate an island that had seemingly appeared overnight. Whilst investigating the island, they uncovered a tablet, but also awakened an old god. This old god gave chase, destroyed the military escort that was with the Spirit of the Horizon, and in a last-ditch effort to escape, they had read the tablet, not knowing all of the effects, which has teleported them to a different world. Whilst doing so, the captain who read the tablet had her literal life essence ripped from her body. Upon arriving in this world, the group found themselves approaching an island, which they soon found out was the remains of a shell of a giant turtle. Upon the island, they uncovered prisoners, a mix of different races that they'd never seen before, promptly freed them from a race of Rakina, which are shark people, shark-like humanoids. And then, after dealing with that, uncovered more information about the individuals, turned out to be pirates and slavers, finished off the rest of the Rakina on the island, gained information about a place called Black Cove, where Captain Tripp informed that she would meet them after they found a map that is currently in the wreck of a ship off the coast of the island you are currently on. Upon arriving on this island that you are currently on, it seemed abandoned until the group was quickly set upon by a group of fungal zombies. Very overgrown with mushrooms and moss, and uncovering very quickly that they're susceptible to fire. Dealing with this first group, they met a young bird humanoid resembling a magpie who introduced himself as Plumage. Plumage informed the party that the leader, what had happened on the island is they had established a quarry to get stones on the north of the island, sending them downriver. But eventually the shipment stopped coming from the workers in the north. They sent out a party to go search. The party never returned. Then these zombie-like humanoids that they recognized to be allies and friends emerged from the woods and attacked, killing and infecting whoever they could. They were instructed that the leader of the village, Aladdin, would be at the farm, because that would be the last place he was known to be. The group made their way there, dealt with situations involving a bull and a barn door and fire and putting a fire in a backpack and digging a grave and becoming emotionally attached to a bull and then watching the bull die. But during this process, Brina, our wizard, and her allies did find the family and are now escorting them down the path towards the village, whilst Holler digs a grave for his lost bull companion. That's where we'll pick things up. As you are running along, though, Brina is engulfed by the same radiant glow, this arcane anomaly that you've seen taken many of your party members. And then there's a brief as one gnome is replaced by another.
They all look the same to me.
Nomi Watts, a gnomish fighter, a crew member, appears in her place.
Oh no!
Rather confused
Oh, no.
about the whole situation. What does the party do?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
I mean this in the nicest possible way, but can we keep moving?
Yes. Right.
You
Onwards.
look around and see an individual, a tall Arabian gentleman, pale skin, glowing eyes, slicked black blonde hair, very angelic features, a well-kept goatee, but he looks tired and haggard. A young child in his back, another Arabian woman, very similar but mousy brown hair, beautiful, angelic looking, also carrying a child, but they all look tired and scared.
I'm also very scared.
It's fair. That's a fair comment.
Don't know where. Nomi's completely lost, and it kind of fits with how Simon feels as well.
Yep.
Right, I'll go and I'll explain and I'll say we gotta keep going. There's a little tunnel that we have to go through and then we'll get to safety. So just keep going down this path.
Okay. Are we safe?
No, run.
No.
I run.
Alright, so you continue to run down the path that they were directing in.
Okay.
Alright. It takes you a while, mate. To speed up the process, make an athletics check while you dig this grave.
Sure.
What are you burying there, friend?
It's quite obvious. It's right there. It's a massive bull.
Dead.
18 plus
This is
4, 22.
behind you at this point. He is digging a grave for a fallen bull.
Running away from the fallen bull.
Yeah, 22.
Did I manage to get the ring out?
What did you roll for
I
strength check?
rolled, I think it was a 10.
I mean, you took some flesh with it, but yeah.
Okay, good.
Um,
I will write that down.
I have my eye on that ring. I've seen it and I want it.
It's
okay.
mine.
The village, after a running pace, after about 30 minutes, does come into view. You hid the entrance to the tunnel fairly well,
Yeah.
but you would have an idea of where it was. Make an investigation check with advantage.
I'm glad I've got advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 12.
You do.
Oh, no.
It takes you a
No.
moment. You're like, wait, there, yes, there, and you uncover it, and you just uncover the corner of the trapdoor. You're off by a little bit, but you just push the rest aside and throw the entrance up. Who's going first?
I wait. I let everyone else go in first.
No, I'm going in. I'll go in and I'll tell everyone to come with me.
Whoa, what's in there?
This is to safety. This is okay.
Yeah, well, I don't know where I am. I don't know who you people are, and I don't know if I trust any of you.
You do recognise these people. They are your crewmates.
Oh, of
I'm
course.
a dentist, don't you remember?
When I had that tooth thing.
Yeah.
My thanks again.
You're very welcome.
Fields much.
It's just one of those embarrassing social moments that happens.
You forget who people are. Yeah, this is the thing. Okay. Oh, I found my bearings now. I'll follow.
Okay, so you all head into this tunnel, and after about 200, apart from you, who are still digging a grave.
Shouldn't we wait for our friend?
He's not coming on. He'll be there
Which
for a
will die
while.
here.
He'll find his own way.
Surrounded in a blaze
He's-
of glory.
He's in
It's great.
mourning.
I get a little pouch and I pour some out for him because he's not coming back. That's what I think.
After about 250 feet, you do find yourself at the end of the tunnel again, and you find a ladder and push yourself up and into the inn. And inside, you do find Plumage and Josin sitting down having a discussion. A few others scattered around, less fearful than before when you first saw them, but they are still wary of the individuals. But when they see Aladdin, they do relax. The girls, this is the first time you've heard them speak, and it's a voice of joy and relief as they do see familiar individuals and get off of their parents' back and run to embrace them. What would the party like to do? During this time, you guys make up what you want. During this time, I'm assuming that you dig the grave,
Are they human children?
drag the remains of Bull
they're-
in, and make your way back to the village?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's
okay.
weird.
Not quite.
Bird people?
Is that like
like that.
20 minutes behind, half an hour behind?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As opposed to the bird person.
Yeah.
Different. The bird one's named Plumage, just.
Gotcha.
Josin, the half-orc, master of the Marines that you know, steps forward, closely followed by Plumage. Ah! So you're back. What did you find out?
Zombies.
Yes, we figured that much out.
And
So,
now I'm here.
So,
oh,
Mike,
did the thing with the light
I
happen?
assume
Yeah.
yes. That's,
Well.
I was one place and now I'm here and I don't know what's happening.
Like we've got enough to deal with, I've also got teleporting crewmates. Fantastic. Let's look at it this way. The town is pretty much secure unless we're set upon by a large force. At which point, the people here will have to retreat onto their ship and set off. We will also make our way back to the Spirit and abandon this place. But after having conversations with this Plumage fellow, who appears that he will be joining us on the Spirit, we have uncovered the location of the shipwreck we were trying to locate. It is on the northern end of the island. But in the meantime, we have another job to do, which is get survivors back here.
Why? Why don't we just go to the ship? Save ourselves.
Where is your sense of honor?
I left it back home with my dead wife.
Oh, you're going through some stuff.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's late for that. And it's late now. I say we go back, we save our skins, and we leave survivors to find our ship if they can.
Where there are people, there are shiny things.
This is true. I eye the pocket that she put the ring in.
We have
Can I do a stealth check to steal the ring?
Oh, make a sleight of hand check.
20.
Is that the first 20?
15 plus 5.
Oh, it's not
Oh,
that.
can
Now,
I do-
without you don't even remember him stepping towards you, but the ring is now in your possession.
Do I notice him steal the ring?
Roll perception.
No. 14.
You do not.
To clarify, this is like a massive bull's nose ring, yes?
Yes, it is. It's about so big.
Yeah, okay, cool, fine. Just wanted to make sure.
Yoink.
Yeah, like the gnomes could easily wear it as a bracelet. You'd also be easily able to wear it as a nice size bracelet.
Can I see if, like, do I trust this guy?
Who?
The one who's saying we should help survivors.
Josen, the Master of Marines?
Yeah.
Well, seeing as you're a fighter aboard the ship, you'll probably be a Marine and he would be your commanding officer. So, yes.
Okay. I understand.
Chain of command.
I don't much care for it myself, but...
Gotta respect it.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Or not.
Oh. What happened?
Everyone's still shook.
Whoa!
We still seem to be. Oh no, we're live, but we are just in the dark. This is where the head torch that we brought earlier can come into play.
This one.
Like we could potentially try and keep going with something very atmospheric.
The fire's gone out.
I'm going to go outside. And
We're still streaming.
We are still streaming.
Yes.
It is a beautiful sunny day. And this show has now turned into radio theatre.
Please bear with. I'm going to go check things. You guys, we obviously don't have much light for you. I know I've got a lamp over here.
It's okay. We've memorised all our stats. Right, guys?
Do you have a go now?
Wow, look at that.
Can I use my torch? Oh, I see.
It's like the lights weren't out.
Here we go. If someone wants to use my
I'll
I can
snatch that.
plug this into a laptop.
I was chatting on Twitch,
my
but
laptop.
I can't read what they're saying
Plug
now.
it into a laptop. We've
They're
got
saying,
that.
where's everyone gone? It's dark.
Oh,
It's
no,
dark.
wait. I think I know what someone's done.
Oh, someone turn the lights on.
Hey! We're back!
Everyone's dead.
Who was? Hang on.
Rock spell, everyone died.
That wasn't part of the performance?
It's a bit too late. It's a bit too late.
The room that we're in is actually one half
Cord
of
and
the
knob.
larger room, and the light switches for the larger room are next door. So if someone turns those off, we lose our lights. But we will know for next time, and we're going to put a big sign on them.
This is only the second time I've had a blackout during a show at the Fringe.
That's good numbers.
And we're back in the room.
We are back in the room. So Josen has instructed you that it would be wise to continue to look for survivors to gain favour and potentially gain more supplies from these individuals, such as timber to rebuild the ship and food supplies, which we are in need of. Aladdin speaks up and is just like, well, there are a few places you could look for survivors and information, and there's the lumber mill. Some of the workers may still be held up in the workhouse there, and if you can, go to the quarry and investigate.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are we able to contact him?
Who?
Kola.
Not at the moment, no. But at this point, you would have begun to make your way back down the path.
Yeah.
Even though you guys left dead, but that's fine.
Fine, it's cool. It happens.
He instructs you if you need some time to rest, do so now. Plan out your route of where you would like next to go. He also instructs you that some survivors, we did have a team investigating the tower in the centre of the woods, which was built a long time ago. The inhabitants of this island aren't fully aware who built it, but they know it's there. And it was recently ransacked by a group of pirates, which were the crew of the Cutlass, which is this ship that you're going to investigate after this. Upon their attempt to escape, they run aground on the reef and sank. Instructs you there may be survivors there who have seeked out shelter whilst trying to make their way through the woods. On the way is the lumber mill, and obviously there is the quarry on the north side of the island where the workers and the search party went.
What do they mine in the quarry?
Building stone, so predominantly stones that are able to lay good foundation, build up walls, and if they ever wanted to build a fort here, they would need a large amount of stone to build walls and towers.
But we don't need stone. We need wood
We do need wood. I
do
agree.
what do we need the wood for?
to build the
Fix the
ship.
ship.
Repair the ship.
Does it need to be like fresh lumber?
It needs to be workable lumber.
Okay.
We've sustained severe damage to the hull, and if we take another severe hit, the spirit will not potentially hold up.
I say we go and investigate that tower because there's wood in that wood. And towers. No survivors or people.
Are you just thinking about shiny things again?
You got
Plumage speaks up. There's something I forgot to tell you earlier that I've informed Josen of. Before you arrived, you may see a small ship in the docks, one easily piloted by a small group. That group made their way through town and headed towards the lumber mill and very specifically the woods. They did not stop to interact with us and they were not looking for anyone. They were here for a purpose. This was hours before you arrived.
Well, they're having their own adventure. Why interrupt them?
They're playing in the room next door.
It's like that scene in Shaun of the Dead. Where these two parties just come across. She's like, oh no, you have your own movie, it's fine.
You go.
Oh, where they find the group of survivors that are a much better cast.
Well, we could go and see what those guys are up to.
So which way were they going? The lumber?
They were heading up the river to the northeast, past the lumber mill to the tower.
Okay,
Because to get to the tower, you need to go past the lumber mill. It's probably the most direct route.
let's just follow them.
Let's do that.
Lumber mill is a very good place to get lumber.
This is true.
Is it?
Yeah, this is
Wow.
So I have heard.
Wow.
word on the towpath. is-
Wisdom of the
I
gnomes.
heard
that
it
one
through
is.
the grapevine.
Let's go.
Excellent.
Do we need to rest?
If you guys want to take a short rest, if any of you are low on hit points, at this point during the conversation, though, you would have come up from the trap hole, just like look around and see these individuals in the room.
Clad in bone armor.
You've crafted. By craft bone armor, do you mean you've taken the rib cage of the bull?
Bobby,
Bobby the
he had a name.
He'll be with you forever.
You've
now.
taken the rib cage of Bobby the bull and have forced your arms through it.
Well, look who's back.
You know what? You can wear it. I'll allow it,
Thank you.
but there may be repercussions.
Can I get an intimidation bonus because of it? Clearly, someone who wears a rib cage to battle is so deranged. You don't want to be anywhere near them.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Now Kola has come back. I go up to him and apologize for the death of the bull and give him the ring.
Do I see this?
You being sly about it, or are you just straight up?
No, straight up.
All right. You see this.
Okay.
I'm as surprised as
'Cause
she is.
You go to check your pocket where you thought that it's like, you sneaky little.
I thought it was the right thing to give it to him.
You give me the ring.
Yes.
How did you get this ring?
It's got little bits of flesh on it.
It came from the bull, and I thought.
What do you mean it
that
came from the bull?
It was one of the bull's possessions.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't take it. I just came upon it.
So you stole it from a thief.
Yes.
Bobby would have wanted you to have it.
But yeah, Bobby the bull would have wanted you to have it. It's
Make a
one of those
persuasion
things.
check.
Yeah,
with
can you roll something?
advantage.
What, me?
Yes.
Okay.
You took his rib cage.
Make an insight check.
Bobby would have wanted that way.
Insight.
I'm literally in his heart forever.
No.
Oh, that's a 20.
Hold on.
Persuasion.
Roll insight.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
16 plus
You-
minus 1. 15.
You believe them. You believe that they think that Bobby the Bull would have wanted you to have this.
I
a
lay
memento of your time together.
Well,
I lay my hand on the. I close his hand on the ring, but I kind of resist giving it to him a bit, and then I finally let go.
One
Wait,
ring
sorry,
to
so
guide.
are all of our hands
One ring to guide.
clasped around this one ring? Except for yours, because you're still checking your pockets, because you're like, where's...
Checking I have all
Just
my other
this-
shiny things.
Like really weird, like sort of unnerving team moment where you're all gathered round this bull's ring with a small bit of flesh on it. Just like he would have wanted you to have this. This is for you.
Connor senses there's some sort of like underlying tension between you two, but can't make sense of it. So he's gonna take the ring and say thanks. Licks off the flesh and eats it. Just wears it. Thanks.
Do you wear it as a ring? Like, is he big enough to
Yeah,
actually
I
wear it
don't
as a ring?
No, it wouldn't be big enough for you to wear it as a ring. You could squeeze it on, it'd be quite a tight bracelet. But you're a barbarian. If you full on wanted to pierce your nose with it, you could.
I do.
I'm a dentist and I'm used to drills. I can help you with that.
Aye. So I have this really weird request you might not come across often. I want to take this ring and jam it up my nose.
Okay.
I don't mean pierce my nose. I mean jam up my nose.
I don't fully understand.
I'll show you. So I take this ring. Can I roll to jam it up my nose?
Roll a strength check.
Oh,
9, 11.
You jam
This
it,
runs out.
and you do definitely feel a crack as your nose breaks.
Oh.
And then
You feel the warmth of the blood slowly pour on your upper lip.
I don't think you can be trusted with that ring. I'll take it for safekeeping.
I fight him.
Strength
It's
versus
my
strength. Are you,
This
are you
is gonna
desperately
work.
trying to get it off him, or are you if he tries to pull it away, you're like,
Yeah, I'll.
because
I
he
know
does
I
have a
can't.
significant size advantage.
I am a tiefling in mourning, I'm in delirium.
Yes.
I'd give it to him. He's
Okay.
huge.
I'll get it later.
And did you see what he just did with it?
He's
That could be you.
The
Can I
chat
borrow your
approves.
Yep.
Cool, thank you.
Okay. So, what is the party's direction? Where do you feel like going?
Does Colin need to rest before we...
Do you want to take a short rest? I was going to say, if you want to take a short rest to regain some hit points, you can.
That'd be
It
some.
takes about half an hour to
Yeah.
regain hit points. You have hit dice, which is at the bottom of your hit points.
Mm-hmm.
That's the amount of hit dice you have. You roll that, add your Constitution modifier, and you regain that in health points.
Okay.
I mean, I'm on full health, so.
Me too.
I'm on full health.
I take a short rest.
Okay.
What I do is I
And
spend
we'll
half an
sit
hour
here.
just huddled around the ring so no one can see my tears. But I use those tears to polish the ring. It's all very secret. I'm in my own cove.
You've put your cape above your head.
Yes, I do. Just like it's my alone time. I'm huge.
Special time.
Yeah, let's call it that. Yeah, I roll the top, so I heal.
Alright, yeah, you are back up to max health.
Can I borrow
Can I
that?
Fantastic.
take a few more sweets?
Sorry.
Maybe some books this
No,
time.
it's your pen.
Are you being stealthy about it, or are you
Yeah.
just...
so-
Alright, sleight of hand.
There when I
Well, that's my
rocked
pen now.
Folks,
I thought we'd have fun.
Critical failure.
You go to, like, you just observe the room, and you know where the pile of cutlery is. You just reach out. And as you do, you feel it's cold, it's hard, it's Plumage's beak.
Can I try
Plumage
and
gives
stand
you...
out?
Plumage just... What are you doing? Make a charisma saving throw? I don't know in this situation.
The one thing. Let it happen.
I have
My God.
18.
Oh, I'm looking forward to spending time with you. He has completely misread this situation. He's actually rather enamored with you.
Okay.
Looks like you made a friend.
Yeah.
So what were you trying to do? Steal the cutlery?
Well, I just like shiny things. I've already got some spoons from here, so I wanted the full cutlery set. And I got a plate, so it's going well.
If we ever
Your
get to a
mission's
campsite,
really
you'll be
done.
the one to go to.
Hmm?
If we ever get to a campsite, you'll be the one to go to.
Exactly. We can have a beautiful meal on silver.
You'll be civilized while the rest of us sort of eat with our hands.
Let's head out.
Joseph informs you that you'll be safe to head out through the town if you choose, or you can choose to use the tunnel. The most direct route would be going out via the town. There is a road that runs alongside the river up to the mill, and then beyond that is the woods.
20 minutes.
Thank you very much.
Should we go out through the town?
But I think there's no zombies in the tunnel. And when you came through the tunnel, did you put stuff back on it?
Did I?
Did you?
No.
I think we should go back through the tunnel so we can put stuff back on so zombies don't find it. And come
You do what you want. Nothing else matters.
It's gonna be.
I walk around the ghost town just humming Bittersweet Symphony to myself. Because that's a song that I just invented. I just wrote it.
So you're going out through the tunnel. Okay. I'm assuming the party are following you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. You make your way out through the tunnel. You see the light at the end because the door was left open. And get up on top. You have a fairly good understanding of how to do this now. You don't need to make a check. You do cover it over. You look out at the horizon and see this massive tower of black smoke where the fire from the barn has spread to the farmhouse and surrounding fields.
Presumably I can see the smoke as well then.
Yes.
I smile.
It's looking rough. The winds appear to be carrying it towards the northwest, which you understand to be the wheat fields. The cornfields and bean fields are still relatively untouched. But those wheat fields are a massive pillar of black smoke that rises up around 200 feet. It's visible from the whole island.
So maybe we don't go in that direction.
Well, the zombies would not be there because there's fire.
You were instructed to head to the northwest, which is
Where
not where the fire was. The fire was to the northeast,
Okay.
which was where the farm is. The mill is along the river, which is along the northwest from the town.
Let's keep going. Whoever's in that fire is gone.
Is there a chance of the fire continuing to spread though?
Make
Yeah,
a,
take
make
out
a nature check.
12.
From your understanding, the fire that size, as long as it still has fuel and it doesn't get rained on or attempted to put out, it will burn for a while until it reaches a point where it has no more fuel or the winds change.
Okay.
So are you making your way to the northwest towards the river?
What do you think?
Yep. To the lumber mill.
Onwards.
Excellent. So you
Right.
proceed to travel down this path, and
My nose not
this
cold.
path wasn't so much made on purpose, it was made because of the sheer amount of workforce that would walk back and forth from the town to the mill each and every day. It's just a path of, for example, when you walk through a park and people cut corners, so you get those dead bits of grass that are just people's footprints. It's that, essentially, that lead along the riverbank. After a short while, about 15-20 minutes, you do see the beginning of deforestation, where trees have been cut down and drag marks that are heading further downriver, where logs are being dragged up to be put into piles and then sent downstream. As you approach, can I get a group perception check?
Should we roll as well?
Yes, everyone.
15.
9.
3.
12.
Okay.
Great, guys.
Lost in own worlds.
Keep going.
What a lovely river.
I get distracted
and
by a
you-
frog.
I didn't even see the river.
You have the sounds of a lovely flowing stream beside you. No birds, but the day is beautiful. There's a gentle whisper upon the wind. As you do get closer, though, the mill does come into sight. You see 3 individuals. Arabi, pale skin. 1 woman, 2 men. The woman has slicked back, short-cut ginger hair, which is very offset against her pale skin. The 2 men, short-cut black hair, and they are in the grips of a battle between what appear to be walking trees.
Oh.
Arms, thick branches of arms. But growing out of the bark is fungi and moss. We're gonna go into initiative order.
Damn.
Can I just have your dexterity score very quickly?
15.
15. Okay, so that means you would be tied with. What's your dexterity score? It's 16, right?
Yeah, 16.
16, and then
Mine is 15.
15, 15,
13.
13. Okay, that makes things easier. Roll off you two to see who goes first.
Just a straight roll.
Just straight roll.
11.
18.
You are going first. Okay, so top of this initiative order. Give me 1 moment.
I stir in the music.
Something stirs within your chest.
Yeah, something awakens, and battle. The taste of battle is on my tongue.
And then
So-
them, and then
Stirring music might be a little quiet for the sake of the stream, so we get used to the sound balance.
of course. Okay, so you have this large tree-like
That was it.
entity. And at
Is
the
this just
top-
one?
Just the one that is currently engaged in combat with these 3 individuals who are trying to hack away with it with basic wood-cutting axes.
And would I know from experience that the people are friendly?
From what you've seen, they are the true natives of this world and island.
Yeah.
They are potentially the survivors you were told about.
Okay. Well, I think the first thing I want to try and do is light an arrowhead on fire, or put something on there.
Okay. On your turn.
10 minutes.
Hello.
Okay. It's fine.
What does what is there anywhere to hide?
There are several piles of logs around you. You have. Okay, so let's imagine you've walked past a pile of logs. There's another pile of logs around 10 foot away from you, just to your right, and off to your left, about 30 feet, appears to be a tool shed. Then you have the awakened tree, which currently has its back to you, and the 3 individuals fighting it. And just beyond them is a small house around 30 foot by 30 foot, appears to be their workhouse.
So, between the pile of logs and the tool shed, which is closest to the tree?
The tool shed would be
How far away am I from the tool shed?
30 feet.
I just won't make it, will I? I dash towards the tool shed.
You dash towards the tool shed. You make it to the tool shed. The tool shed is currently unlocked. If you were to duck inside, are you going to duck inside?
No.
No, you're just on the wall.
I'm on the wall
Okay,
of the
cool.
tool shed. And I am going to roll to attack with my short bow.
Okay. This creature is currently engaged in combat, which means your sneak attack is still active, but you do not have advantage on the attack roll. So make a straight attack roll.
7, 12.
The short bow releases and just off the bark of this tree.
Yep.
Seemingly doing no damage.
Yep.
Next up would be Noggin.
Is it?
No, sorry.
Nomi.
You were going. Nomi.
So I use my tinker skills to strike a fire on an arrow.
Okay.
Is that my action, or can I attack as well?
Well, I've already got.
I've done a lot of rule of cool today, so I'm just going to roll with it. I'm going to say it's your... You have an action surge. If you want to use it to strike one of the bows, one of your arrows on fire, you can.
Okay, I do that.
And then you will be able to make a normal attack roll
Yeah,
against the creature.
I do that. I attack it with my short bow.
Okay.
That would be a 2 against, but it's +4 on attack, so 6.
Off into the distance.
Okay, thanks everyone. I'm out. What you got?
Up next, Noggin, you're up.
So, how far away is it to like the actual house place?
To the actual house is around 50 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way like the most direct route towards that. It's not through the battle, is it?
It is through the battle.
It is. I'm gonna go round a little bit.
You'll be able to make that if you use every potential dash you can make.
Okay. Well, I'll go as far in as I can, and then
That's 25 feet.
25 feet, and then I'll just let us go crossbow.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
13 plus 4, 17.
That'll hit.
Yay!
This attack would also have sneak attack on it. So, because it's currently engaged in combat with someone else.
Okay.
So you do your crossbow damage and your sneak attack damage.
3, 4, 7, 9.
9. Very nice. So, you come up, little gnome form, take this, and it lands directly into the center of this trunk in the back, and it's now aware of where you are.
Good job.
Paracas.
No.
Sure, go.
How far away from them am I in terms of turns?
You would make it in this turn. I'm assuming you were with the group, correct?
Yeah, of course. It was always
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I
You
shit
had
myself
your
out in the
moment
morning.
where you sang to yourself and walked along.
It was great. Birds were following me, and then it got really weird.
Full on Snow White.
Ah, and I realized this is unbefitting of a tiefling. I don't mourn. I don't get attached. I'm
You're
Ubermenschen.
cold,
I'm a
you're
stoic.
waffle.
Exactly. I'm a lone wolf. Other platitudes. And then I see this ant attacking this tree thing attacking my comrades, and I think
This awakened tree.
this awakened tree. Well, this doesn't make sense. So I clearly have to banish it from existence.
Of course.
So I run at it and jump at it with 2 swords in hand and try to attack it.
Okay.
Leaping, vault, slice down.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Make an attack roll.
It's 12, 16.
That'll hit. You can only use one of your damage die. Which one are you going to use?
I'll use a battle axe then.
Yeah.
2, 4.
4. You have the hand axe in your other hand.
Yeah.
You can now make an attack as your bonus action with the hand axe.
Okay. 15.
15.
Yeah.
That'll hit. Just.
Cool. 6 damage with that one.
Excellent. It's now the workers' go. They're going to make 3 attacks, and you recognise something familiar in female, the one with the short, slicked back red hair. A similar rage in their eyes, as she also goes into a rage.
See, it's my thing.
Not bad. That's going to hit as she comes in with her wood axe. Not bad. Dealing a significant blow and just underneath one of the branches, dealing 11 damage. The other 2, not quite as well at, will hit and will get a critical success.
Take it down.
So that's 4 damage, and this will be 6 damage. Not a good roll for the critical. Now it's the awakened tree, and it's going to use its first attack towards the female at the front of the group. Misses entirely, and then the second attack is going to come back towards you, and that's going to hit with a 17. Sorry, more than that, a 19. Dealing.
Oh, okay, so that's damage.
5 plus 4. 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, fine.
As this large tree-like fist comes back and swings at you. Okay. With that, we're going to end it there. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for today.
We were so close to bringing it down.
You actually were.
Treebeard.
But not close enough that it would happen in the next turn.
Well, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, live streamers. If you guys actually, sorry, this is something I forgot to do. Those who are working on other shows and other things, you have some people who are going to be here at some point. So if you'd like to take a moment to do a cheeky plug of anything else that you're working on.
Cool. Where's the camera? Where do I stare at?
It's up the top of that little pole there.
Okay.
That's where it's been.
Hi. So if you want to see a show about a conservative therapist dealing with first gay couple, and how complicated that could be, and also the troubles of a relationship in any sense, come see Open Heart Surgery here at Holyrood by Lip Fit Company. We're on at 6:10 every day until the 13th. Yeah.
Cool. Can I do a plug as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I work with a company called Superbolt Theatre. We're doing 2 shows at the Fringe, one called Mars Actually and one called The Jurassic Parks. And they're comedies, physical, funny, and they're on every night. Assembly Roxy, 7 p.m.
Can I have one more plug? Sorry.
Yeah, go.
Because we're doing a second show, which is actually funny. The first one's meant to be a tearjerker. The second one's called Size Matters, also known as The Vanity of Actors, also known as Why Actors Are Shits. It's from the 15th to the 27th, except the 23rd and 24th, and it's just it's just a silly comedy. It's just rigmarole. We just laugh and make fart jokes. It's great.
Cool. And we'll obviously be back with Adventurers Wanted for the next 24 days because we are 10 hours down, 240 hours to go.
4% done, guys!
Yay! Thanks so much for watching. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.
Bye.
I just remember these are Alice's knives. Do you know
I can get them to him.
which one? Thank you.
Yeah, just drop them on there for us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. You were
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah, very
That was fun.
stealthily taken